Everything changed but the motivation. City to city, the same song on the station. Controlling the interest. Look how these kids dress. You catching them.
Oh, shit. Oh, no. Yo, y'all know what it is. I know we look a little different right now, man. Welcome to All Purpose Podcast. We a little late tonight. I do apologize. As you can see, I'm not in my normal haunt. I don't got my Raiders flag behind me. I'm out in the world right now. You know what I'm saying? Traveling, but that don't mean the sports talk got to stop. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you already know me, man. Seven Da Pantha, aka the Carolina Hurricane, Ridiculous Slang, aka your baby mama's favorite rapper, aka Pie Strickland, if you getting the point. And of course, you already know I got the bros with me. Oh man, hold up. Let me get my man on stage before I talk crazy.
There you go.
Let me get my man on stage before I talk crazy. Now, the only problem is that because I'm on my phone, I don't know how to change the layout to our regular Zoom. Let me see if I can figure it out. I'll get to it. Either way, y'all already know what it is, man. We got Evan All Mightee in the building. What's going on, fam?
Everything is everything. What's good, pal?
Just chilling, man. Just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Out here trying to make it do what it do. Phantom, what's good with it, man?
God damn it, I'm here. I've been talking shit all day. They brought new people out here who goddamn thought I was playing. Fellas, I ain't gonna know how this one gonna turn out. This gonna be one I don't know how I'm gonna turn out on this one.
Hey, you
It's
know
been a
how we
long
do.
ass day.
You know how we do, man. Well, shit, ain't no need to fuck around. Let's get right down to business. You already know. Now, if we gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. Now, the San Francisco 49ers became decidedly more dangerous today.
They did.
They became decidedly more dangerous today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
really?
the reason being, oh yes, they did. Because I think that the running back that they just acquired to back up Christian McCaffrey gives them a very, very
nice
strong 1-2 punch at running back. Very strong 1-2 punch at running back. And in this juncture, if CMC gets hurt, you have a starting quality court running back to play. After you had to after you let some of them other guys leave that was there carrying the torch when he was down last time. So picking up Brian Robinson Jr. to me was a masterful move on the part of the 49ers.
Yeah, it was a good look.
Thoughts? Phantom, you don't look impressed.
I like him. For a 6th round pick, you got him cheap. But here's the thing, though. We've had this conversation before, and while I like him, I'm not gonna say I don't. Is it killer? No. It's not killer yet. And here's why it's not killer yet. Health-wise of the 49ers is one thing.
Right.
And what does Robert Saleh actually do for that defense? There is the questions I have. Because you have that and your defense. What does the San Francisco defense look like? Because as great as Christian McCaffrey has been and the offense has been, everybody's gotten older. And y'all know I love my dancing bear, Trent Williams.
Yes,
You
indeed.
know I love my boy. That's my boy. What does it look like?
See, here's the thing though, for me, and this is where it comes into play for me. I don't think we've seen Brian Robinson behind an offensive line like San Francisco's or in a scheme like Kyle Shanahan's with an opportunity. I think he may get an opportunity to maximize his talents in a way in San Francisco that he wasn't able to do in Washington. Because if you remember when he first got there, wasn't no Jaden Daniels. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was, let's try to figure this quarterback thing out. That's what that was. You know what I'm saying? Him and Terry McLaurin, I felt like Brian Robinson Jr. and Terry McLaurin were catching the bad end of the stick because they didn't have a reliable situation at quarterback. Now, mind you, he hasn't eclipsed 1,000 yards once in his career. I'll give you that. He hasn't. It's mainly been because of injuries and maybe starting slow. One season, he started kind of slow. It took him a while to kind of get the grip of things. But overall, actually, you know what? That's not the acquisition I think makes the most impact that happened today. I actually think Amari Cooper going back to the Raiders may have a greater impact than Brian Robinson going to the San Francisco 49ers. So, I mean, I don't know. Ev, what you think about Amari coming back home where he belongs? Where he should have never left. John Gruden, I should punch him in the throat. But anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, that's perfect, yo. He got Geno throwing it to him. He perfect. They definitely gonna connect, man. Makes them instant threat. Already got a defense that's bubbling, and now
Absolutely.
you got another true number one back. So depending on scheme, man, how they put it together, it could be a very interesting year for the boys.
It gets more interesting because Jacoby Myers has requested a trade. The Raiders front office has made it clear they have no intention of sending him anywhere. So um, you are not Devontae Adams, sir. I know I apologize to you for saying you was a bum. I don't think you're a bum. But you're not Devontae Adams. You're not going to force your way out of Las Vegas. You have to play. Sorry. It is what it is.
Yep.
All right, but hold up though. Hold up. Wait a minute. The Coop thing is interesting. I think it's pivotal, but this is the thing with Coop. And I'm gonna ask both of y'all this question. Why did Coop stay out so long, bro? That's the only thing I have about Coop that I'm wondering is why did it take so long?
I
I
think.
think
It,
it's
I
still
think.
trying to get right.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get his body right. I think he was trying to get his body right.
That's the only
Trying to get
thing
his
I'm.
trying to get his body right. And I think playing for Pete Carroll and knowing that Pete Carroll is willing to, he's going to create a running game situation so the passing game don't have to be the main focus. So it's not as much pressure on Geno. It's not as much pressure on Amari Cooper, Jacoby Myers, or Brock Bowers to be the power of the offense. You know what I'm saying? You picked up John T. You still got Zamir White. We have a good. We put together. You know what? I talked crazy about us early on, but I gotta say, I think we're gonna be all right. I'm not saying that we're gonna win the division or nothing of that sort, but I think it's gonna be a harder fight to try to beat the Raiders this year than people think it's gonna be. I will say that. So yeah, I think Cooper coming back is great. I think it gives Geno Smith a bona fide number one wide receiver as long as Amari's healthy. And that's the main key being healthy.
I can live with
True,
that.
indeed.
I'm just.
Mm-hmm.
I said I'm at because Ev. I think Ev, you wanted him. I wanted him. I would have took him. Even though my receiver room was crowded,
Yeah, I definitely would
I
took him.
would have took him.
Oh yeah,
It
for
was
sure.
just remember how long it went. That was the problem.
Long
Like how
time.
long it went. Because last year he was a free agent, and it was like, yo, why ain't nobody look for Coop? Ain't nobody call
Mm-hmm.
Coop? That shit was just weird as hell to me. So to see him go back is that's the one I'm like really harping on because like man, I think we all like Coop, man. Coop been
Oh
good
yeah.
since
Oh
the
yeah.
days of Alabama, my guy.
Yeah, that's a
I
He
don't
went.
think Amari Cooper ever wanted to leave the Raiders.
I think that
I
was a
think if it
John
had been up
Gruden
to him,
thing.
he would have stayed.
that was a John Gruden.
If it had been up to him, I think he'd stay. So
Yeah, if John Gruden doesn't pull that trigger, I don't think he ever leaves.
Tim or Khalil Mack for that matter.
Yeah, I was just about to say the same thing. I don't think Khalil Mack wanted to leave either.
The funny thing about that whole situation, then we got something else I want to touch on real quick because I feel like it needs to be highlighted. But real quick, the funny thing about that situation was they were our two top dog draft picks at the same time. You know what I'm saying? We got them the same year. And everybody was really excited about what they brought to the table. For you to come in and because you didn't draft them, I think him not drafting them had something to do with him wanting to let them leave. I think that's insane. And I feel like we've been paying for it ever since. Ever since he made those two moves, we've been paying for it ever since. Until we got Max Crosby, we've been trying to find a pass rusher since we let Khalil Mack leave. Since Amari Cooper left, we haven't had, other than Devontae Adams when he came, we didn't have a bona fide number one wide receiver. And John Gruden put the Raiders in a very bad position for a long time. So yeah, welcome back home, Coops. Green, what's up, man? I ain't I see you, brother. I see you. Salute to you. Salute to everybody in the chat, everybody that's watching. Thank you all for being here.
What's up?
Before we keep going on this NFL thing, though, I gotta give some amateur shout outs. And this shout out goes to Grimsley.
Oh yeah.
Word number 2. They played number 1 West Charlotte and won the game. What 27 20 what was 27 26?
28,
Am I right?
28, 27.
28 27. Okay. 28 27 in overtime. Man, if y'all don't know nothing about Grimsley, y'all need to get aware. The young man playing quarterback for them is the number 1 prospect in the country. Salute to Greensboro. And you know, I ain't gonna let the cat out of the bag yet, but just know, remember you heard it first here. Matter of fact, if I know that's your bag, bro, put them on the game, man. I don't want to keep talking about this game like I was on. Like, please, by all means, put them on the game.
You know, I know Texas, I know Florida. You know, they always standouts for their prep work. But a lot of the preps here in North Carolina are really, really good, man. Like they really, really good. Brandon Faison is like the real deal. Herndon Hooker came from here too. So, you know, don't discount what you see in your own backyard. Go out here and support some of these kids, man. These are gonna be the kids that we're gonna be watching in the next 5-10 years. You know, they already right here and they cutting up in high school, man. I'm proud of them, man. Real proud of them. Historically, Grimsley is one of the less integrated schools in the city. And it's nice to see a good mixed group of kids led by a very intelligent, strong, young black man. And they're doing their thing, man. They really look good. So if you have an opportunity to tune in, they starting to broadcast their games. Like Seb said, they were number 2. Now they'll undoubtedly be ranked number 1 again, like they were at the end of last season. So it's looking real good for them, man. They got a strong program over there. My high school, Dudley, which is another powerhouse in the state of North Carolina in multiple sports. They got spanked by it just left my head, man. We played they changed us up this year and had us play I mean, we've always played Oak Ridge Academy and teams like that. Our T-Mac came and played in our gym when I was in high school.
I remember that.
Yeah, he was crazy, bro. That dude jumped from the free throw line in high school and dunked on like 2 of our players. It was crazy. But they had us play somebody, man. They had us play somebody Friday, man. They waxed us pretty good, yo. They had us 24-0 at halftime.
Wow.
So there's a lot of very, very competitive football out here on the amateur level, man. Y'all should tap in.
Hey, Malcolm called them in inner city, Alabama. In the comments, he was saying, yeah, they're inner city, Alabama. Hey, Malcolm. Hey, if you get a chance, brother, I'll task you with this one, man. Send us some highlights of some other people too you feel on football.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, man.
Please do.
Please send us that if you got something you want to send us to, because I've been falling off. I fell off of it. But when you said Grimsley, I was like, something hit me in the head. I was like, wait a minute. I have seen it, but I just ain't seen it, you know. So we can tap in and we can do them, bro. We could definitely do that. And
if I'm not mistaken, Grimsley got an old lineman that's high ranked as well, right? He got an offensive tackle that's pretty high.
Yeah, that's the part that made me tap in. You know, somehow or another, how the hell I get news on old lineman shit, and I'll be like, man, what the fuck? How do I just said old lineman too much on this damn podcast on my phone. I was like, I always see old lineman and D lineman shit. How the hell they know this shit? Stop tapping my phone, goddammit.
Hey, bro. They know what it is. Oh man, salute to all the definitely as high school season progresses, we definitely gonna tap in with that. And we can do some, some of the top schools in Carolina, and I'll bring some of this Washington prep stuff. Like I was very shocked to find out the depth of the sports history and the legacy that exists in Washington State.
Wow.
I like a lot of people I didn't know were from here. I didn't know that Nate Robinson was actually from Seattle. I didn't know that Jamal Crawford was from Seattle. Like I thought, on everything, I thought Nate Robinson and Jamal Crawford was from New York because of the way they play. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, what borough are they from? You know what I'm saying? He was like, nah, they from Seattle. I said, Seattle, New York? They're like, no. It's like, there's a Seattle in New York? I didn't know that.
Hey, what's crazy is the Nate Robinson one. The Nate Robinson one was the one I was like, he's where? The Nate Robinson one was shot me. Jamal Crawford, I'm gonna tell you some real shit. I thought Jamal Crawford was from LA.
I thought it was from California.
I feel that.
From Cali.
Because of the way he played. Yeah, because of the way he played.
I thought he was Cali. I was like, He's from
This
where?
game is smooth, bro. This game is smooth, bro. This game is smooth.
No, we're gonna have to have a conversation about Jamal Crawford. We're gonna have to, and I'm gonna tell y'all, I think we all in agreement. Jamal Crawford, dog, has been slept on for far too long.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Far too
I
long.
agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
For sure.
When people start talking about outstanding handles and they never say Jamal Crawford, I'm like, y'all haven't been paying attention. That there's, they always say the big names. It's easy to say those, but like Jamal Crawford is one of those people that kind of get lost in the shuffle if you haven't really been watching. I think it'll be dope to delve into the high school sports stuff, especially because as we start talking about NCAA football, like all of these things fold into each other. Because the people we talk about in high school, we'll talk about them in college, and the same people we talk about in college, we'll talk about them in the pros if they get there. So it becomes a recurring thing. And I think I like that. I like how that plays out, and it was dope to have number 1 and number 2 play first game of the season.
Yeah,
A lot of times you don't get that right out the gate. So then salute to West Shaw. Stay true to yourself. Don't let nobody push you off your square. Stay true to yourself.
for sure.
So I mean, the preseason is pretty much is a done decent for the most part. You know what I'm saying? I guess I did want to get y'all take on another thing though. While we had the Raiders on tap, we also just acquired Kenny Pickett from Cleveland. And I remember when we talked about the quarterback situation in Cleveland, we all said Kenny Pickett was probably going to end up being the odd man out. Yeah, it just happened a little while ago. We just got Kenny Pickett.
Wow.
So, and we needed him because Aiden O'Connell broke his wrist.
Yeah, I know
Aiden O'Connell broke his wrist. So so all we had was Geno Smith and the young boy Miller. So we went and got Kenny Pickett. This is one of those situations where
they took Shador, man. They should have just went ahead and traded Shador over there, man.
Me too. But you know what? The fact that they didn't trade Shador tells you something. That means Cleveland knows what they have, even if they won't tell nobody else that. They know what they got, even if they won't tell nobody else that. So, it is what it is.
If it ain't this year, maybe it's next year. Shador is going to end up playing in Dallas. He's going to replace Dak Prescott, and Deion Sanders is going to be their coach. I don't care what nobody say. Before Jerry get up out of there, he going to make a splash, bro. Shador going to Dallas.
I can see that.
Shador going to Dallas eventually. And let Dak lay an egg. Let Dak lay an egg. Let him.
Well, he's bound to do that.
Easter egg. He's bound to do it.
He's bound to do it.
One more Easter egg, dog, and we won't see Dak no more. He'll be on his way out. I think this is his last year to prove it. Jerry is getting very old and very impatient, and you know how he like a splash. So one big splash to go out with, that'd be one right there, yo.
Jerry need to be impatient with himself.
It's true.
I
read a report that said that Cleveland has made off of just drafting Shador, whether it was first round, fifth round, $450 million, dog, just by having the man in the building. They know exactly what they got.
Absolutely. Oh, and just for the record, for those of y'all paying attention, we're talking about a lot of players that's going to be putting up a lot of numbers come Sundays this fall. I need y'all to go ahead and tap in with this all-purpose fantasy league. We got like 5 slots left. Draft coming up on August 31st. $10 to get in, $100 to the winner. I got some homies from my job that's tapping in. My son got in. So we're gonna get this thing going. We're gonna make this thing an annual thing. We'll do it every year. And if y'all really up on it and y'all with it, we can do fantasy basketball too. Fantasy basketball is a little more tricky, but it's worth it. It's a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun. So make sure y'all tap in. Hit us up, pantherpolitics@gmail.com. Hit us up via DM on any of the all-purpose sites, or feel free to DM me directly, or just send the $10 to hashtag 7 Da Pantha. Make sure you put FFL, so I know it's Fantasy Football League. And I'll get you right in. See you links. You can create your team. We get it popping. It's about to be fun. Just for the record, I plan on winning this year. I just want to put that out there. I plan on winning.
Hold up. Just for the record, I'm not in it this year. I tapped
Yeah,
out. I
Phantom
want
punked out.
No, I tapped out for this shit. No, I tapped out for this year because I was like, yo, I'm gonna let see how I go first. You know, but my fantasy football thing don't work. I'll just observe. I'm gonna coach it from the side. I'll be back from the sideline.
Oh man, I can think.
Hey, my money will be in there. Don't get me wrong. My money
Hey,
will be in there, but yeah. But I need y'all. I'm gonna throw a young person at y'all, and this is my team. But I was worried to me on this. This is college football one for me. Blake Underwood is the starting quarterback at the University of Michigan. Yeah.
wow.
You looked up, Ev. When I saw you look up, I was like, yeah, Blake Underwood. I'm like, he looked up. I mean, not Blake. I mean, Bryce Underwood. Excuse me. Bryce Underwood is the
Absolutely.
quarterback. Bryce Underwood is the quarterback, starting quarterback. They named him as a starter.
Gangster.
Okay. Okay.
Early.
That's a good look, though. That's a good look.
I'm like, what I'm looking at though is the reason only why I'm bringing it up to y'all is, because we getting into college football. But I'm like, I saw highlights of Bryce Underwood. I was like, he out of Michigan. He's out of what's the high school he went to? Damn, I can't think of the high school he went
I can't remember.
to.
Man, see if I wasn't trying to think of it.
Yeah,
I
it's
wasn't
one of
trying
them weird.
see something.
Don't even worry about it, dog. But the
He's
fact that he's a true freshman. When's the last true
I mean,
freshman?
he's from Detroit, so I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, he's from Detroit. I was saying,
He's from
what's the
Detroit,
last
it makes sense.
time a true freshman out of Michigan? Like we had true freshmen out of everywhere else. But this is the first time I can remember. I'm like, wait a minute, when the last time Michigan had a true freshman starter? That shit damn near never happened.
It's been a
Hey,
while.
you got
Yeah, it's been
your
a long time since that.
Fab Five in football, man.
Feel
No,
me?
hey, bruh, I can't. Well, who was the last time Michigan had a? I mean, I guess what's my boy name? JJ McCarthy. JJ
I was
McCarthy
about
was like the
JJ, yeah.
last star.
I was
He was
about
the
to say
last
that.
like star quarterback out of Michigan. Outside of him and Chad Henne, but Chad Henne was under the Lloyd Carr era.
Yep, Chad Henne.
I thought he was
He was
about to
under
say
Lloyd
Elvis
Carr.
Grbac.
Oh, don't do me like that.
I'm being a jackass.
Don't do me like that, dog. Don't do me like that.
Hold on. After you said don't do me like that, I gotta ask you this. I know it feel like we bouncing around, but it's all football shit. So I gotta ask the question because it crossed my mind. Do y'all feel like Cleveland sabotaged Shador in that last preseason game?
Yeah,
Do y'all think they set him up for failure purposely?
For sure.
yeah,
If you watch the game, I watched the game. I was paying attention.
yeah.
I've been paying
And I
attention to the
didn't
young bull.
even watch it till I got to the highlights of it. I still say yes.
I watched it. I paid attention to what was going. First of all, you had already declared that Flacco was your starter. You already knew that before the game even started. So why'd you play him? Usually you don't even play him. You don't play the starter in the last preseason game of the year. You trying to evaluate to see if any of them third stringers, any of them who gonna be on the practice squad, who's gonna get cut. All right, let's put some pressure situations on our number twos. So let's play these number twos. They should have split the game to start off with. Huntley never should have played. They knew that he was out of there anyway.
He was an odd
So
man out anyway. Yeah.
yeah, he was the odd man out anyway. So it was all good. They probably already knew what was up with Kenny. They already had that set before the game even started. So for you to, if you watch the game, you could see them give Gabriel max protect with the line. He got max protect plays. He also got short passes, three-step drop, boom, gone. They ran a lot of that with him. He got all the protection, and he played with the number twos, the same ones that Shador played with. So
L,
he looked
L.
decent.
Can I pause you for a minute? I ain't mean to
Nah,
cut you
yeah,
off.
go ahead.
Bro, when you said that max protect and how the dropbacks were, dog, when I saw it, like I said, I didn't watch the game complete, but I had to go back
Yeah,
into it and study it. Dog, you could see
yeah.
I'm not saying this to the players. I'm just saying it to where the game was called. The
Hmm.
way what you said, bruh. You
It
know
was
I love fat
obvious.
guys,
Yeah,
but the way they called that shit was just some shit. I'm like, wait a minute, hold
it
up.
was obvious. It was obvious, and he was with the second string offensive line when they put Shador
Yeah,
in with the 2 minute drill. He was in with like the dudes who were going to get cut the next day. You could see as soon as the ball was snapped, the offensive linemen stood straight up. They didn't move like the first string, second string offensive linemen. They looked like journeymen. It was what they put him
Mums,
on the field with.
mums.
The tight
Call it
end
what it is.
their tight end wasn't even listed on their roster, dog. The only dude on the field worth throwing it to at the time that they put him in was not even listed on their roster. And you could tell, I would say that out of the 5 sacks,
Wow.
2 of those belong to Shador. And he's a rookie quarterback, and that's okay. 2 of those belong to him because he is going to the 20-yarder. I would
I
say
go
that
three. I go
you say
three.
three. Okay, I'll give you
I
three.
say three
I'll
just
give you
because
three.
one of them reads was based off what I saw. One of them reads was a
Yeah,
quick
that
read.
was a wrong. Yeah, that was a wrong read.
That was a quick read, and I had to remember where it is. But one of them was a quick read
Yeah,
where
that
it,
was a wrong read.
just for the check the way it looked. I mean, this is just based off what I'm seeing. One
I
of them
think
was,
that by the time he got to the one you're talking about, he already had happy feet. He already
yeah,
had happy
there you
feet
go.
by that
We're talking about
time.
the same one. We're talking about the
Yeah,
exact same one.
he
Yeah,
had happy feet by the time
yeah,
that happened, and he was
yeah.
just, I don't want to get hurt in the
That's it,
preseason because the floodgates were open for that dude when he got in, and then they yanked him
man.
and they cut to him on the bike, and then they came back once they put Huntley in, and you could see the surprise in Shador when he didn't go back out on the field. So it
You're
was
like
like it
what?
was almost being
Yeah.
called in real time. Like there was a game behind the game, and it was almost being done in real time, like yanking. Because I don't want him to go out there and actually move the ball, because
Mm.
then we're gonna
So
be in
check
trouble
this out,
tomorrow.
because you brought up an interesting point. You brought up a very interesting point. With Tyler Huntley even being there, now we know that it was due to injuries of other people, sure,
Yeah,
but Huntley has made a Pro Bowl in the past. Um, so the question in my brain becomes: A, why did you bring him in? For one, I mean, you already had four quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Only one of them was injured. You know what I'm saying? So A, why did you bring him in? But B, once he got there, what happened during the course of his time there that was so unimpressive that Kenny Pickett got traded, he got cut, and you kept the two rookies? I'm
I
very
have an
interested in what the whole thing behind that was, because I was like, this is confusing.
I
This
have
is
a,
very confusing.
I have a partial answer to that.
Okay,
Partially, I have an answer for that. Okay, Huntley knew the offense.
right.
Stefanski and them, they knew he knew the offense. Fellas, we already knew Kenny Pickett would be the odd man out because he's already been in the AFC North. You've already scouted them. They draft Pittsburgh. When Pittsburgh drafted him, you kind of had film on him because you possibly may have drafted him then.
hmm
Right.
Now that I'm finding out the draft status, I just found this one out when y'all said it because that one just was my last minute on my radar. I didn't know. But if we're saying did they handle this shit fucked up? Yeah. But Huntley is cheap. Pickett, clearly small hands Pickett. I'm sorry, but small hands Pickett. I think what's going to happen on this front, and y'all can tell me if I'm wrong, but I think we all might be in agreement on this one. They trying to throw as much as they can at Shador to see if he can handle it, but eventually, though, I think he's gonna go ahead and start. But the albatross and the thing none of us are thinking about because he's out of sight our mind is what the hell they gonna do with Deshaun Watson? That's
Nothing.
the albatross. That's the one in the back of my mind. I'm
Yes,
like, you
And
that's the
I
Flacco,
elephant in
think
the
I
room.
think the way that you
Gabriel.
speaking, I think you right on it. And I'm going to a business aspect of it is that if you devalue a commodity enough that nobody else wants it, but you know what you have, you can pay it less when it's time to pay for it. So it's almost as if They got him on the team. They know what he is. They know it'll come a time when they'll have to play him. But if we make it so that you're a pariah out here, nobody really likes you, we can pay you less when it's time. Maybe nobody else will even want you. So we can just give you what we want to give you. It might actually come to that where they already tried it. He got picked in the 5th round, bro. So if this is not collusion, I don't know what it is. It's a total collusion, bro. Like from the beginning to devalue this particular player. And the preseason game showed you in real time. They about that life. They about making him hurt him or make it look as if he can't play. But his pedigree is so great that they can't do it. And I love the way I know he may not ever see this, but if you watched him in the presser after the game, the way that dude handled those reporters and the questions that they gave him, you can't tell me that he's not a professional already. Any team should be proud to have him because you know that at least no matter what goes on the field or with the team, he's going to show that professionalism, you know. And I was proud to see him speak, you know, for himself.
The funny thing is they let. Oh, go ahead.
I'm about to say, L. You know what though? I think this is the one I think what your thoughts made me bring up something. What the heck? Hey, we all in the locker room. Locker room speaks. I think the locker room will speak for itself.
I hope so.
What I'm really asking is like, who's the vet in that locker room? Is it Myles Garrett?
Myles.
Who's the vet in that last locker room? Is like, man, let that dude play, man. We're literally doing a Willie Beeman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're doing a Willie Beeman.
I think it'll be Myles Garrett.
Let that dude play, man.
Yeah.
Just let it go. Let it play, bro.
It is.
It's either gonna be Myles Garrett or it's gonna be Myles Garrett or the combination of that and the receiver room saying, "Hey, this is who wants to throw us the ball." Okay, so this is the scenario that plays out of my head every time I think about Cleveland. Season starts, Flacco's the starter. 4 or 5 games in, that old body starts talking. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, it's getting a little harder to get up on Monday morning. I'd say by game 7.
We'll see.
And I may be being I may be going too far saying 7, but by game 7, I think we see a change.
Optimistic.
I think we see a change in quarterback. Because I think by game 7, the Cleveland Browns are going to either be 2-5 or 3-4, and they're going to need to do something to get a spark. The division that they're playing in is not going to give them no rest.
Oh no!
At all. You got to think about it. All 3 other teams in the division got better. All
Joe
3 of them. Pittsburgh got a whole lot better.
Joe Flacco's going to get popped a lot. He's 40 years old, and he was never really mobile to start off with. He's going to get popped a lot early. So
and the offensive line is not that. They cool, but they're not that.
But hold up 1 second though. And this is the thing. Remember when I said, because I said this myself. We said this. I said this for sure. I said, all right, you got Joe Flacco for the summer months, right? And then we'll transition. But what I had to remember, what messed me up and remember something, I was like, Joe Flacco played in Baltimore for about damn near 10 years. And therein lies my other question. I'm like, Baltimore is cold. Shit, Cleveland cold.
Mm-hmm.
Is it one of them things where I ain't gotta train the rookie, I ain't gotta get him prepared, but it's also one of them things. We're not in the quarterback room, but it's one of them deals that's like, all right, young buck, I'm gonna show you how it is.
It's really some real live any given Sunday, bro. Like for real.
Yes.
It's
Willie,
really
that's why
any given Sunday.
That's why I call it Willie Beeman, because I'm like, it's literally looking like that. I mean, Joe Flacco is Cap Rooney, if you want to say it. Like,
and Shador act like Willie Beeman. How Willie Beeman act? Any given Sunday,
I'm
bro.
Supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be here. It ain't no ifs and a bus about it. And that's the one thing I love about Shador Sanders. That's what I was going to say. Like, You watched him play in college. You know who his father is. You watched his father play in college and in the pros. You know who his father is. You know what type of personality and environment he was raised in. Why are you trying to hold against him? Like you could say, oh, you could tell this young man was raised in a good home. And you could tell Shador was raised in a good home, but you could also tell that he was raised in a home that cultivated his confidence. Hey,
Proud men.
don't ever let nobody tell you you ain't
Raised
good
in a
enough.
proud
You know what
home.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm very interested in seeing where Shiloh end up because Tampa Bay, I feel like y'all fumbled the bag by letting them go.
Bring him to New York,
Especially if you
yo.
let them go for the reason I think you let them go. If you let
Yeah,
them
we'll
go
take
because
it.
of that little kerfuffle, that's crazy. But I mean, there's more to it than that. I know he hasn't
They've
graded
showed
out great
they've
during the
showed him
preseason.
he can
He hasn't
hit.
graded out great.
His
Yeah, he hasn't graded
coverage
out great in
is
coverage.
difficult because he's small, but he can hit. He can track the ball very well and he can hit. So that's what's kept him in there is that he's not afraid to hit somebody.
He'll get a shot with somebody. He'll get
But
a
I
shot with
think
somebody.
you know what, if just watching him and me, sitting back and watching him a little bit, he is an old school safety,
I was gonna say
but
that.
but he knows what he is. But
Hmm.
it's like on one part I say, oh man, if the play on the field will show what you are. But the other hand,
So
I'm like, y'all hold him like, of course he's not his daddy. His daddy is one of a
No,
kind. Stop trying to
that's
hold it shit to him.
generational
But
talent, man.
yeah, he's never gonna
but
be.
the way he plays is like an old school player. So it's almost like, well, damn, you can actually go to 12, not 12 personnel. You can go to Buffalo. You play him a Buffalo
Buffalo
nickel,
nickel. Hmm.
Yes.
big third line, fourth linebacker. You can put him in there and stop
He
run.
plays like
Play like a true
Bob.
strong safety. Yeah,
He
I feel
plays
you.
like Bob Sanders without the mask. He just doesn't have the
He's just
mask
not
that
as
Bob
athletic.
had.
He's
He's
just
just
not as
not. Yep.
athletic as Bob
He's just not
Sanders.
as
Yeah,
athletic as
that's all.
Bob.
That's all
But
it is.
But he
he
plays
will see his head.
downhill.
Yeah, he
Yep.
will play downhill.
He played
And the way
downhill.
if you see L, to your point, if you see him play, it's like he's lost because you can see he's kind of lost.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But he will seek and destroy. He will go seek whatever he can find. But it's
Once
like,
he figures out where the ball
how did
actually is, he's
there
on
you go,
Oh yeah.
there
immediately.
you go.
Yeah,
So
he
he's
just
going to end up on somebody's practice squad. And while he's on that practice squad, he's going to figure out how to acclimate how he plays to the NFL. Because I
hmm
think the biggest difference is in college, the way they had that defense schemed, it was for him to be successful.
Oh hell
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? In the
Oh
pros,
hell
you
yeah.
have to come in here and make what you do fit into this scheme. Like, and
And
if you can't,
everybody is twice as fast. It's
that part.
happening twice as
The speed
fast.
of the game is incredible
Yep.
in the NFL. The speed of the game is
It
way
is.
faster. I mean, it's some incredible, remarkable individual. Like you got to understand, these are young cats who are trying to make their mark against guys who've been there 1, 2, 3, sometimes 5, 7, 8 years. So I mean, and especially when you're on a team like Tampa Bay, their defensive backfield was already good.
Yeah.
It's not like they were suckers and he was coming to steal somebody's job. Nah, they were
No, he
already
was
good.
fighting. Yeah,
You
he
were
was
brought in to
competing.
add depth.
Yeah, he's
You know what I'm
competing.
saying?
I think,
So
hey, I think what happened is, I think when we were talking, like we did this last week. I think like the United Football League, he might end up there or
for a
somebody's
season or two,
practice
yeah.
squad. But I think, I mean, I'm not saying it, but I'm thinking he'll be like somebody's practice squad. They'll see something in him, and I think what ends up happening is it'll be one of them deals where he gets acclimated enough to where, uh, like L says, Bob Sanders or
Bob was my dude, yo.
Yes,
Bob was
I
that
love
indeed.
Bob.
dude.
I love Bob,
Love
dog.
Bob, yo.
Love Bob
That's that
Bob
Sanders.
got
dude.
there,
Love Bob Sanders.
Bob
All the
Sanders,
way
but
live.
in the box, like really a Buffalo nickel, bo-
Hmm.
extra linebacker safety type of deal. But it's just, hey son, we're gonna put you on the packages, but we can teach
Yeah.
you. We can
Yeah.
teach how to based off the personnel. We know you're not gonna cover like a Travis Kelsey, a good
No.
Travis Kelsey, or a good George Kittle, but
Right.
for max protection, for max against a max protection or against a hard running team, I
Hmm.
believe he should be able to do that part.
Oh, you can bring him down in the
And,
box. Yeah, you can
yeah,
bring him down in the box.
it's
If
just
he refines his footwork some, I think
Yeah.
he'll be much better in coverage. Like a lot of it is, and the other thing that I don't think a lot of people get is, especially when you're talking about people who are talented as Deion's kids or some of these other people, for a long time they were getting over just being better than everybody else.
That's it.
I'm just better than you. Like
I'm just
I
better
don't
than you.
practice harder. I don't do nothing else.
Yeah.
I'm just better. You know what I'm saying? So now that I'm in a situation where everybody's better, and now the difference is going to be how hard I train, how well I know this.
Yeah, how well
exactly.
I know
It's up here now. It's not as much what my body can do. Like my body's going to have to do the work, but my brain has to be able to compute what's happening in front of me and act accordingly. And so now, Shiloh has some growing pains he's going to have to go through in order to become an NFL safety. While we're talking NFL, I do want to highlight some people who have earned some very, very prestigious spots. And this is the NFL Top 100. We get deep into the list at this point, pause. But like, yo, let's get it in, man. Let's get it in.
Stop the presses, homie. Been gone a minute, so you got a lot of questions for me. First, let me tell them this is grind time. Slap them if they out of line music. Just the truth with no excuses. Bad niggas can vibe to it. Me and mine, then get it more. Every day a struggle just to breathe. Hard to see beyond the hustle. I swear on everything I ever cared about. The times is crazy, ain't no maybe. I will air it out. Failure ain't an option. Nigga got mouths to feed. They can't do it on an ounce of weed. Just being honest. Never sell crack again. They can't count a real rap to win. But this I promise, it ain't no life, no breath, no pounding in my cold chest. This red line go hard till I'm dead time. Nigga don't need no rest. Nah, yeah, this in the fast track to slow death. Been on the bottom, only one place left to go. Next for every nigga bitten. Single moms doing what they gotta do to make a living. I'm riding for y'all. Listen.
We rolling, we riding, we ain't hiding.
What you know about me?
We rolling, we riding, we ain't hiding.
For this SCP. Come on.
Rolling, we riding, we ain't hiding.
Welcome to K4G. Got no love for these liars. The Panther back for the streets on fire. Let's go.
Same old streets, that same old corner.
Yeah. Man. Now,
right here.
I had my questions when I see people think I hate Jalen Hurts. They really think I hate that dude, and I don't. I really do. And honestly, him being at number 19, I mean, I guess it makes sense. It makes sense because I can't necessarily think of 18 players at any position that I'm going to put ahead of him because of the intangibles. Not necessarily because of what he does.
Repeat that again. Who name you talking about?
Jalen Hurts. Oh. There are things about Jalen Hurts that you can't quantify with a stat sheet. There are things about Jalen Hurts that only the win and loss record is going to tell you. And I hate that people say winning and losing is a quarterback stat because it's a team statistic. However, if you look at a person's impact on winning and losing, Philadelphia is far more likely to win a football game that Jalen Hurts is playing than they are to win one that he's not.
Yeah.
So the kid knows how to win. And at the end of the day, despite there may be people who throw farther, people who run faster, all of those things, but he has an uncanny ability to figure out a way to help his team win a football game. And you can't coach that. You can't teach somebody that. That's just something you're born with. So I salute him for that. Good to see Max Crosby on the list. I think he should probably be a little higher, but whatever. I might be a little biased on that one. I don't know. Good to see Brock Bowers on the list, of course. I think that might be it for us. It ain't gonna be nobody else. But that's cool. Now, the one thing I do want to say though is I'm a big fan of quarterback controversies. I'm a fan of them. And I think the greatest quarterback controversy that exists in the NFL is right in New York City. Because you have a Super Bowl champion. You have a Super Bowl champion in the quarterback room. True enough. You have a 30 touchdown, even though he threw 30 interceptions, quarterback in the room as well. if I'm being honest with myself though, before we cross the midway point of the season, I have a strange feeling that Jackson Dart is going to be the starting quarterback for the New York Giants.
Yeah, that's what he came there for. That's what we got him for.
That kid's different, yo.
It's good.
That kid is different, dog. He's different, and I mean, whew, jeez, he's different.
And he got Joe Burrow swag off the field, yo, which is what I'm finding out is that
and more athletic.
The kid's good, man. The kid is actually good, yo. So I just hope they don't ruin him.
I know what I wanted to ask y'all. I was watching the video earlier. It was about fantasy football, but it was talking about players you shouldn't draft, players you maybe should draft that ain't nobody thinking about, blah, 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 blah. They were talking about quarterbacks you shouldn't draft high. And Joe Burrow's name was on the list. And at first, immediately in my brain, I was like, huh, wait, what the fuck do you mean? That's Joe Burrow. But it makes perfect sense. When you think about the season that Joe Burrow had last season, the numbers he put up last season, where he ranked very low in the overall quarterback scoring in fantasy football because he doesn't run the ball. Most of his touchdowns are passing touchdowns. So it's very rare you hear about Joe Burrow running for a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? So at this, like the thing is, it depends. Of course, it depends on the makeup of your fantasy league, but that has nothing to do with the question that I want to ask. The question I want to ask y'all is this: are we beyond the point now where a purely pocket passer will be the one to set the standard for the league? Are we past that point?
No. Not yet.
No. It would.
Okay.
Dog, if you want,
name the top 5 quarterbacks. Somebody name top 5 quarterbacks. Who the top 5 quarterbacks right now?
Okay. If you want to go on this one?
We know who number 1 is. We know who
Steph Curry.
Of course.
Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
Josh
Allen. I mean, Joe B probably going in. Joe Burrow in that list.
Joe Burrow's on the list, and then I would say, damn.
That feels
that's difficult. That's difficult, yo.
It's a little tricky.
You don't know if it's a young boy or if it's somebody like Herbert who's unproven but got all the everything. I'm gonna say Herbert at 5.
Fellas, we have to understand something, and this is really very important. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. We're in a new era. The three of us sitting right here right now, it's 50 to 40 something. And what I'm about to say is, this is not a race thing or whatever, but the black quarterback has changed the league forever because even white quarterbacks, athleticism have shown itself, and it's like, can you be a prototypical pocket passer? Of course, it never leaves you. Athleticism will leave you, but when it leaves you, what's the thing you can revert back to get it done? Just think about it for a minute. Joe Flacco literally got off his couch and did what he did for Cleveland, so it exists. I mean, Aaron Rodgers right now is, people say, well, it's Patrick Mahomes right now, but Aaron Rodgers' athleticism was off the fucking charts, but he still could just throw the fucking ball.
Yes.
So we've always had them. We've had, Steve Young was very mobile.
Very mobile. That's my left-handed homeboy, because he was a lefty. And I was like, that motherfucker's
very mobile. Yeah, very mobile. Very accurate on the move. Brett Favre, mobile. Hell, even somebody like Jeff Garcia, mobile. Drew Brees was mobile because he was short. Russell earlier in his career was mobile because he was short, but they were also good in the pocket passers. And then you had the classic pocket passer, which was somebody like Peyton Manning. Eli Manning.
Yeah.
We ain't moving. Phillip Rivers.
Shador,
I ain't moving
hey,
around. Shador.
bro,
I don't want to
Shador is
move.
like that, but
Yep.
Shador got taught. The point is like Shador got taught of that way, but can Shador move? Of course he
Oh,
can.
of course.
Everybody has to move because the quarterback position now is taught differently.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it will never,
Tom Brady could move. He just didn't move outside the pocket.
it will never be the way
Right.
it was again. Never again. It will never be that way again.
Nope.
It's just, can you
Okay.
move
You know what?
well enough?
I feel like maybe I asked the question wrong. Okay. No. But okay. Maybe I should give the premise of why I asked the question. I asked the question for this reason. When I look at the quarterbacks who are going to be at some point in the near future leaving their perch to pass the ball to the next person.
Hmm.
When I think about Pittsburgh, Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback this year. Next year it will be somebody else because Aaron Rodgers already said it's a pretty sure thing that he's done after this season. So my question is this: there aren't a lot of Aaron Rodgers left in the NFL. So when I say the standard, I mean the standard is when I look around the league. Sure, these guys' athleticism is going to regress at some point, and they'll become more pocket oriented, or their athleticism will regress, and if the league continues to evolve in the way that it does, they will be put out in the pasture, or they will become long-term backups because we want this athletic kid to start. And I think that the wave is beginning to change to the point that just being a pocket passer is not going to be enough to get you what you want out of this. Like, case in point, Jackson Dart. I was just talking about him. Jackson Dart is like the Aldi Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? He ain't as good as Josh, but he's a whole lot like him. You know what I'm saying? He's a whole lot like him. And in the fact that he can run, he can throw, and not only can he run, but he's not afraid to run inside, outside, wherever I need to run, I'll go there.
Over
you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of big body white boy, and he ain't afraid. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But his athleticism changes the entirety of the conversation about him. Even with Dylan Gabriel is more athletic than I thought he was.
Yeah.
When I watched him play, I was like, yo, this motherfucker can move. Okay.
Yeah, he can play.
Didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know he could do that. Okay. So it's becoming apparent to me that, especially if you're more of a, hey, let me take this 3-5 step drop, get this thing out of here. Even the movement you was talking about with Tom Brady in the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
At a time, that would have been enough for you to be like, hey, he might not be able to take off and get me 10, but he can avoid these hits in the pocket and get that ball out of there. That would have been enough. In 2025, it's not enough. It's not enough for you to start.
Yes, it is.
You might can make the team. It ain't gonna be.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So
Yes,
who was
it
the
is.
starting outside of Aaron Rodgers? Because he's 41 years old. Outside of Aaron Rodgers,
Goff. There's a few dudes who don't
Jared
move.
Goff. Okay, I get you.
Yeah,
Jared Goff is Jared Goff kind of fit that
He's
mold.
pretty stationary.
Jared Goff kind of fit that mold.
Yeah, he's pretty stationary.
But Jared Goff is perfect for what Detroit wants to do. So I mean, if you fall into the right situation, it could work.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me reframe what I said. You're right.
Fellas. We have talked. We've been doing this podcast for long enough. Everything always comes back around and circles back around in history. We all know this. Prototypical pocket passer will never leave the league, bro. We all know this.
I said the standard. I'm not saying they're gonna leave. I was saying the standard. As defenses become more athletic, do you think those statues are gonna be as valuable back there?
Because, bro, here's the thing. The statues is what it was. What I'm saying to you is you can still be a statue-esque, but can you move when you need to move?
Okay, yeah, I feel
that's the thing.
And I see the flip side of it too. Yeah, we're going into an era where mobility, they still want the arm, but mobility is being prioritized, or the mix of the two. Eventually,
thank you.
As Seven just said, the defense is changing. The players are changing. They're bigger and they're faster. They're as fast as the offensive wide receivers, and they're 100 pounds heavier. So eventually, you can't keep having these quarterbacks that like to scramble because they're just gonna get hurt. We went through an era of that. We saw that already. We saw RG3 get messed up. We went through a whole era of quick run around quarterbacks that weren't Michael Vick that just got popped
RG3's
and
coach
hurt.
was a dumbass.
Yeah, like they ran RG3 into the ground.
And they protect. But see, here's the thing that trumps everything. Here's the thing that trumps everything. They protect the quarterbacks far more better now.
That's true.
You can't hit them.
That's true. Yeah, the
You have
rules.
to drop. You have to
Yeah.
roll over on them. You have to do
Yeah.
all that. So therefore, that's why I say some of this
Yeah,
actually
that's true.
the rules now actually are more
They
conducive to
actually
that.
favor a pocket passer because you can't
There you
tackle his
go.
legs.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you
Well,
can't tackle their legs no more.
and also that we've also seen a,
I didn't think about
proliferation of the game of like bubble screens and smoke screens and all,
Yeah.
like a lot of like way more screens than there used to be in football. Like I used to see a lot
Yeah.
of screens used to be screens to the halfback, and you might see them
Right.
twice in a game. You might see
Yeah.
that 2 times in a football game. Now you're gonna see a screen to the halfback. 2 plays later, it's gonna be a screen to the tight end. Then the next play is gonna be a play action fake, and then a screen to the wide receiver. And now the quarterback ain't taking 5 steps the whole fucking
The
drive.
whole game. Yeah, the whole game.
But the ball
bro.
don't move 40
Yeah.
yards down the field. Yeah,
Bro,
I feel
the elders,
okay.
elders have already said like a 2-step slant, and you can get away with it. Think about it. The elder receivers in the NFL was like a 2-step slant, and you don't get killed.
Murder.
Oh yeah.
You get
Rule
murdered.
changes, man. Rule changes, yeah.
Yep.
So was
Rule
it always
changes.
like, bro? Name me bro. There's nothing in any sport. Here's the thing. There's nothing in any sport that hasn't cycled back around. But for football, the only difference is, yeah, you won't see a crackback block, you won't see a chop block, you won't see a lot of that. You won't see. But as far as what you're asking about the quarterback, yeah, the rule changes facilitate. Yeah, you could be athletic, but all you got to do is be able to your feet and the biggest arm will at least get you the biggest arm and all American to get you at least a look of
Yeah.
shit.
Oh
Got
yeah.
it.
Oh
The
yeah.
teeth.
Oh yeah.
But to your point is, okay, we talked about Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's accuracy, hell yeah. But you got this is the thing I'm saying to y'all also. You got Arch Manning. Arch Manning is a Manning.
Right.
Arch is gonna get that look. Bryce Underwood, I just said earlier. Bryce Underwood, the way he played. Is he gonna
He's
get
gonna
that
get the
look?
look.
Possibly. And then you got my boy LSU.
Oh yeah, my dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
My boy LSU. Not Sarkeesian, but damn, he got a damn name. I apologize.
You got one of them names.
Yeah, my boy LSU, the quarterback of LSU. Does he have that?
What's his name? It's like Nussmeier or something like that.
Yeah, you go Nussmeier.
Yeah, Nussmeier.
Nussmeier from LSU. He technically might be the number 2 overall draft pick, but you look at Brett Nussmeier. There you go, Brett Nussmeier.
Mhm.
So it runs in cycles, but it doesn't. So the quarterback is always going to be what it is. Can you deliver the ball on time? Can you do 1 step, 2 stop, 5 step, 7 stop drop?
I'm gonna show y'all why I be saying pause. Shit like this is the reason why I be saying pause. This is called Cozy. It is a peelable grape gummy candy, juice to chew. Pause. What the fuck is going on around here?
Bro, where the fuck are you at?
I'm in Oregon, y'all. I'm in Oregon, man. I'm in Oregon.
I'm about to say, where the fuck are you at? You've been doing this whole podcast. So I was like, I've been waiting to ask, like, nigga, where the hell you? Where the fuck are you at?
I'm in Oregon, man. I see a fellow Raider fan in here, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's going on, brother? How you doing? I'm actually on my sports podcast right now. Look, fellow Raider fan, you see the jersey? You see the jersey?
Man.
You know what I'm saying? You know what time it is?
Man.
You know what I'm saying? You know how we do, baby. You know how we do. Hey, man, if you're a sports fan, make sure you check out All Purpose Podcast. We be getting there every Monday live. You know what I'm saying? We got a fantasy football league and all that, man. Check us out. What's up? Hey, I'm always working. Always working.
Who just joined the podcast or who's watching the podcast, this is not normal, but fuck it, we just do how we
I
gotta
got
do it,
you.
and we free ball this shit.
Yes.
He's literally in the store, man. He's really
He's
in the
I'm
store.
literally in these streets.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, we keep it
He's
100, man. When
literally
we say we Monday night live, we mean that. Wherever I'm at, it's
Oh,
gonna be live. I
it's
already
gonna
know
be
that.
live.
It
Hey,
don't even matter.
we will deliver the podcast to you every Monday night. However, we
Oh,
got
I gotta ask y'all, man. Just to switch gears real quick on football. So I didn't think Angel was gonna come back this season. I thought she was gonna sit the rest of the year out because there's no way they make the
man.
playoffs. I thought there's
Oh,
no way they make the
Skip.
playoffs. I
Oh,
thought she was gonna just take it out. What's wrong, man? What's wrong? What's wrong? I think she played pretty good. Yeah.
next topic, dog. I don't, bruh. I don't do this very often, and you know I don't. Next topic.
Oh man, it's like that. It's
I
like
don't, bruh. You been around me too. Y'all have been around me too long to know. You've been
I
around me too
got
long to know. Like,
I got one for you. I got one for you before we
look,
get up
Ev
out of
want to hit
here.
it. If Ev want to hit it, Ev can hit it. No.
Nah, I'll leave her
no.
alone. Other than her sneakers, because when I do get a pair of her
Oh, I
joints,
seen the
more than
black and white ones we was
the
talking about.
black
I'm
and white
definitely
ones.
interested in them.
Yeah, they nice. The black and white ones are nice. Um, I told y'all I'm gonna bring y'all joints. So what I want y'all to do, the people that's rocking with us, is that when you was coming up, if you had an opportunity to get a pair of kicks from some player, it ain't gotta be MJ, it could be anybody out there. Start listing some of your favorite joints, in the chat and everything, because I'm gonna start doing a little series where I start pulling out the kicks that we grew up on, the ones that we didn't get, maybe the ones we went back and got when we got older. Um, but I'm gonna be controversial because we talk about this young boy a lot, but Ja Morant, um, Nike has
Uh,
a heck of a history of flagship athletes and sneakers. And in the last few years, they snatched up people like Giannis. They had all of the Kyrie. They had everybody at one point, but they really weren't releasing a whole lot of sneakers that you wanted to wear off the basketball court. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, young boy Ja, whoever's doing marketing him, he could have this league if he wanted to, if he stopped trying to shoot people. Um, but he just released the second version of his kick, and the box is fire. The box look like it got graffiti on it. Say Ja on the front of that joint. The box is fire. And this particular colorway, it's controversial. And some people like it, some people don't. But me, I still hoop. And it's the construction of the shoe itself. Nike ain't really released
Let me see.
uh,
Let me see.
a
Okay.
player
I mean, it
shoe.
ain't my
It's
color,
a
but I
weird
like it.
colorway. Yeah, it's a weird colorway. But the construction of the shoe itself and the quality that they put into it, the words, the messages it's got all over it. I've hooped in a version of this shoe already. It is a great shoe for on the court. Kind of fits like a Kobe. If you have ever played in Kobe's or wore Kobe's, they fit like Kobe's. It's not Nike Air, it's Zoom Tech, so there's no air bubble. Um, Nike on their way back, man. They're doing their thing. It's a really good shoe. If you got an opportunity to check it out, they got several different colorways that's dropping. And I'll probably cop a couple more, and I'll show the joints off. Um, but yeah, Nike on the way back,
Hey,
man.
we gotta have a conversation, y'all. We gotta have a real conversation. Like, Ev, you a sneakerhead,
Mhm.
and I've asked you about sneakers and stuff, and I'm like, man, I done fell off. But yo, real shit. If you from the South, I'm gonna bring up a sneaker that if you ever wore Saucony's or Etonics, you know where I'm going with this shit.
Yeah, Etonic Trans Am training, y'all. Those are the joints.
Or Saucony's or Etonics. They come in every fucking color.
Every flavor.
Or the goddamn the what's the Reeboks with the rigid bottoms on them. I can't remember them shit.
Oh, you talking about the classics. Classic or
Reebok Classic.
the girls were the princesses. The girls were or the what the boys up top call them?
I don't know.
54
but no,
54
they
11.
used to ride the 5411s, yeah, no doubt.
5411s. Yeah, they call them
Yeah,
5411s. That's how
Yeah,
much
dog.
yeah.
I don't even know what they called, dog. I just was like, damn, wait a minute, bro. I'm like, the shit. the shit that we always have fun with is like the Sauconys or the goddamn Etonics. Cause you go salute the Hyman and Sons in Savannah, Georgia. I don't know if he's still in business, but Hyman and Sons had them bitches. You can find a pair of Etonics or Sauconys in every color
Every
in the
color.
world.
Every color. All of them was
I
basically the
think they
same
might be.
shoe.
Yo, the wild shit. I'm gonna say that's some funny shit. Cause I played basketball, football, ran track, played baseball, all that shit. But I've never been a sneakerhead. Um, I always been more into hats than sneakers. Like I don't know why. It's just
Oh,
you know
you
what I'm saying.
hat dude.
Always been
Yeah, I
more into
know
hats than
dudes was
sneakers.
in the hats too.
But the hats will make me buy some sneakers because I see some kicks that match the hat perfect.
Match
You know
it
what I'm
up.
saying? So like I had to get into that wave. So yeah, like I know we're going a little bit over time, and to keep it 1,000, my
Okay.
phone is on like 10%. So
Hey.
you know what I'm saying. But hey, I ain't tripping. We have. I'm enjoying my fucking self tonight. This shit's fun. This shit is fun. I'm having a fucking ball right now.
Big Bro said the Soldieries. The Soldieries, bro. He said the Soldieries.
Oh shit!
We called them the Soldieries.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
soldieries.
soldieries. Yeah.
Hey, Master P. Hey, one thing Master P ever did with them Soldieries and Reeboks. No Limit had them motherfucking Reeboks and Soldieries on lock.
Yo, Master
Yeah.
P shoes was the ugliest shit in history.
No. I ain't talking about his shoes. I'm talking about the Soldieries, the
Oh, I
black
know.
shoe Reeboks.
Yeah, I
Them
know what you're talking
motherfuckers.
about. I'm just saying. You said Master P, and it just made me think about how ugly his fucking shoe was. Like it was
How
so
the fuck
bad.
you
Lloyd
gonna
Banks made a bar about it. The shit could get uglier than the Master P sneaker. I was like, God, that's
Yeah.
really ugly.
Yeah.
That's really gonna be
He
ugly.
put them shits on deck. He had them on deck. I got one more for y'all.
Oh, Phantom. Before you do that, I'm gonna put the link to the fantasy league in the chat so you can send it to Malcolm.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I got
I
one
got
more
you.
for y'all because we gotta get there. I'm gonna keep this shit sports and popping. Hey,
No doubt.
fellas. All right. So I got a one off for y'all. We ain't got to the 53 yet. We haven't got to the official cutoff rate just yet. Roster cuts is coming or whatever. And we're gonna revisit this once we get the roster cut. Right now, give me 4 teams, AFC, 2 in the NFC, 2 in the AFC. Right now. Who you got? Before the 52 man,
You talking about to make it to the championship?
I don't give a shit. Just give me your top 4 teams, 2 in the NFC, 2 in the AFC, off the top before the roster cuts. Because what I'm gonna do is, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna revisit this and rewind it. But I got a plan for it.
I got Baltimore and shit. You know what? Give me. I'm getting ready to. This is getting ready to be crazy as fuck. But y'all bear with me. Give me Baltimore and Pittsburgh in the AFC, and Philadelphia. Fuck. Philly and Gee, this is tough, yo. Hold on. Hold
That's
up.
why I threw it at you. I had to throw something at y'all tonight. I threw
I'm
a
gonna
little curveball
go.
tonight.
I'm gonna go Philly, Detroit, Baltimore, Kansas City.
Detroit. That might be a good. You know what? I'm actually gonna go Philly, Green Bay in the NFC.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go Philly, Green
That's
Bay.
your fault?
I think that's my fourth. Yo, y'all made a
Damn,
believe out of me, man. I fuck with that kid Jordan Love now, yo. Y'all made a
Yeah,
believe out of me. I
yeah,
fuck with him.
yeah.
I fuck with him.
all
I
right.
fuck with him.
So Ev, you got your 4 is again. Repeat your 4.
Eagles, Lions, Ravens, and Chiefs.
Okay.
What about you, Phantom? Who your fault?
I'm finna shock the fuck out the world on this one.
Oh shit! Here you go. You about to say something crazy? Okay.
I'm finna say crazy because I said it because I was like, hopefully somebody would say it crazy, but like, you know what? Since we ain't talking about it, we going AFC. I'm going Baltimore. Baltimore will be there. Baltimore, Buffalo.
Mm.
I can see that. I can see that.
NFC. For those who can't see it, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm gonna say Carolina. Fuck what you talking about.
Woo. I knew you was gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I'm just trying it. But no, for all seriousness, no. I don't think the Eagles make it.
Mm.
So NFC is I said Baltimore Buffalo.
Mhm.
NFC is damn.
Uh-oh.
It just left my mind.
Ah! He
Mm-hmm.
don't know. He don't
Mm-hmm.
know.
Damn, it just left my
He trying to
mind.
go against them Eagles, man. I don't want to pick them because they in my division, but
I
I
don't
don't
think
I
the
didn't
really
want to
Eagles
see
pick him
gonna
nobody
make
either.
it.
going
I didn't
around
want
them.
to pick him either. I actually wanted to say Washington, to be honest with you, but
I wanted to say that too, but I don't think that
I wanted to say
Washington can
Washington.
beat Philly twice in a season in our
You know
division.
what?
I think they only got to beat
That's
him once.
one is Washington, and you know what? This is one with a caveat. Hey, come close to the camera. Hey, Dan Campbell, Jared Goff, I love y'all.
Woo!
I love you. You ain't my team, but I love you. This year or nothing.
Yep, pretty much. That's why I picked them.
Yeah,
This year or
this
nothing.
shit. If
That's
they
why I
if they
picked
if
them.
they don't
If they
if they
don't
don't
do it
win
this
if
year,
Detroit don't win it this year, they're not going to.
yeah, they won't.
Not no time soon. Not no time
Yeah, they
soon.
won't.
Nah. They right now they have a brief advantage over the rest of their division at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I say Green Bay is because I feel like if it comes down to a shootout, I think Jordan Love can hang with Jared Goff, and I think that I
Oh,
think Green I think he can. So
one more thing. Hot take. Your random hot take, but I'm gonna give you mine right now. And I ain't gonna
okay,
belabor the point. Tua Tagovailoa is not gonna be in Miami. Tua Tagovailoa will not be in Miami by the trade deadline. That's my hot take. I'm
ooh
not saying it's right.
ooh
Tua
ooh
Tagovailoa won't be in Miami. It's a hot take, ladies and
ooh
gentlemen. Mind you, I know what I'm talking. I know football. I'm just giving a hot take, so don't get
ooh. That's a good one. That's a
If
good
he
one.
can
Tua
make it to the
Tagovailoa.
trade deadline, man, he can't take not one more big hit.
Oh nah, no
So
more, no more.
Tagovailoa will not be in Miami. He will not get a third contract.
he
No,
might
no more,
not be
no
in the
more.
league, bruh.
You know what's
That's my
crazy?
hot.
I got one too. I got one too. I got a hot take too. Want to know my hot take?
Yeah,
My hot take is the San Francisco 49ers won't make the playoffs again. That's my
it's
hot take.
not a hot take.
That's my hot take right there. They won't make the playoffs again.
It's
And I
not a
say
hot
that,
take.
but the reason why I'm saying that makes it a hot take. I think the Seattle Seahawks are going to be better than them.
Mm,
And I'm going to leave it at that. And I'm going to leave it at
mm.
that. I think Seattle's going to be better. And it's not because I live in Washington. It's because I've watched what Seattle's done to improve their team. And I think that by having, they got some weapons over there. And I think that somebody that people seem to have forgotten about is going to be the X factor in this entire season. It's going to be Cooper Kupp. I think he's going to be the X factor that makes the difference for them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. For sure, man. For sure, man.
I
Let me
already
get out of
said
here.
mine, man. I already said
Oh,
mine,
well,
yo.
yeah. You
I already
did, no
said
doubt.
mine. Shador is going to
So,
be a Dallas Cowboy, and Deion Sanders' health
Well, that's
providing
that's
will
long.
be
That's
that'll have to be
long.
close
next
down
season.
there.
That'll have to be
That's
next season.
long
So
enough. We need one for this season.
For this season,
Yeah.
um, mm, I
I'm
think
willing to
even with
accept.
the menagerie that we got going on, I think that I think the damn NFC East. I think we'll get 3 teams in this year.
That's quite possible.
Looking
That's
at
quite possible.
what the Giants are doing, I think we'll get 3 teams in this year, bro.
Well,
It's
that ain't no damn
quite
hot
possible.
take.
Yeah, it is because we ain't had 3 teams in
That
a grip,
is
son.
Bruh.
possible. And the funny thing is, I'm gonna tell you the wildest part about y'all potentially having 3 teams in. Yeah, I think y'all can get 3 teams in, and none of them will have a star on the side of their hill.
No, Dallas won't be the fourth
Yeah,
team. That's
none
what
of them will
makes it
have
a
a star
hot
on the side
take
of their hill.
because
Yeah,
I do think that Dallas is in a with the
Oh,
rod to look at
oh, he,
Dallas on
oh, he,
paper.
he came
There's
around. He done came around. That's what that is. Everything came
yeah
around. He
to
saw his
look
D
at
line.
Dallas
He
on
done came
paper.
around.
and then look
Hey
at my
Malcolm,
team
hey,
on
hey, hey,
paper.
hey, hey, Malcolm. Me and but we got him there eventually. I'm like,
They
yo, I
they
think
look
trying to tell
about.
you,
I took me a preseason. I had to pay
we got
attention
the
to
Yo,
the
rap.
wow,
preseason
yo. Oh,
and
I
look
got
at
one
the
more
We
hot
other
got
take.
him there.
teams in my division. I had to, I
I
had to
got one
take a
more
look
hot
at
take.
them.
I got one more hot take. The Raiders will be over 500. We will not make the playoffs, but we will be over 500 this season. We will only
Not a
not make the
hot take.
playoffs because
I
we will
believe
only
that
not
though.
make the playoffs. We will only not make the playoffs because of the Broncos and the Chiefs.
Oh,
They will be the
that's not.
reason we don't make the playoffs.
Hey, bro, Pete Carroll gonna run the ball with y'all. Pete Carroll gonna run the
He
ball
gonna
with
run the ball.
Yeah,
you. Hell
absolutely.
yeah, he gonna run the
He
motherfucking
gonna run the
ball.
ball
Anybody want
a
to bet
lot.
me? Anybody want to bet me on odds? Anybody want to bet me on odds that Gentry rush for 1,000 yards this year?
That he rushed for a
That he
thousand?
rushed for 1,000.
Yep.
Man, I'm not taking that bet because I was
Nah,
talking about him. I told you he
he gonna
D'Angelo
run for
Williams.
1,000. He gonna run for a
I
thousand.
just told you that shit. Hell
I
no.
think he getting ready to make Pete Carroll's running back by committee idea sound even more ridiculous than it sounded when he said it the first time. But
What the fuck? You really want to take that bet? When I told you Ashton Genty literally reminds me of D'Angelo Williams coming out of Memphis.
yeah, he really does. And it took
It reminds me.
me seeing him against San Francisco to believe that though, because the first game
Yeah,
he
he looks
he
like
looked a little
him.
lost in the sauce. He looked like the deer in the headlights in the first game. The
Everybody's
second game
moving
was looked
so
like he finally
fast.
figured it out. Yeah, he was like, wait, okay, hold on, I can't do that. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Yo, that's crazy, man.
Oh,
Hey, Malcolm, thank you so much, man, for
Appreciate
hopping
you,
in. I
bro.
can't wait to see how this fantasy league go this year, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to taking everybody's money, and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And
hey, before we go, we gotta hit some NBA. I want to hit the NBA real quick. I want to hit the
oh, no doubt.
NBA. So y'all saw the power rankings, East or West.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I know it broke. We all saw 'em. What y'all? I know
Like the
what
Lakers
I'm
was
gonna.
the Lakers was
I know what I'm gonna say, but let's just say we'll do the same thing on East and West. Give me your four East or West teams you like, man, and there might be a
to be
problem.
to be hanging around at the end. Okay. Um, for
Not the
me,
ones that you like. Okay, well you can't don't say Oklahoma City because like Oklahoma City is the champ. But give me your four East or West teams you be like, man, you'll
you might
stand
want
your
to watch
four
out for
teams.
these niggas.
You'll stand on them. You'll stand on
Okay. For me in the East is the Knicks. Um, okay. In the East is the Knicks, Miami. Um,
them. Miami.
yeah, Miami. I'll explain it another time, but yeah, I like Miami. I like the makeup of their team. I feel like if they get off to the right start, they're gonna make life hard for niggas all year. I believe.
Okay.
I'm not necessarily saying they got a shot to win the title, but I think they're gonna be far better than people expect. Um, Atlanta, Atlanta's always in the hunt, but I think they might get over the hump this time. Um,
I didn't say four. I said 2-2.
oh, okay, so 2-2. So in that case, we'll take Atlanta out the mix. I'll just say the Knicks in Miami then for the East, and for the West, I mean the Lakers, no brainer. Um,
What?
and the Clippers actually. Yeah,
What the fuck? You
Lakers
in
and the Clippers. I'm
LA,
gonna keep it in
man?
LA. Yeah,
Really?
keep it in LA. Yeah. Keep it in LA. Always up.
Ev, go ahead. He just ruined it, but okay.
Give
Ev,
me
you go ahead.
the Knicks and the Magic in the East.
Orlando's
Ooh,
a good one too. Orlando's a good one
Give
too.
me the Knicks and the Magic in the East
like
this year. I
like
think
that
they're
one.
going to be much better. I think Orlando's going to be much better than people expect this year. They kept most of
Oh
that
yeah,
team together, and
they
Banchero's
just
a
they made
problem.
some good pickups too. They made
Yeah,
some good pickups.
Banchero a problem, yo.
Yeah.
Like he's getting better. He's getting much better.
Yeah,
In the West, I can't shit on SGA and that young team at
They're out.
all.
You can't use them. Can't
Oh, I
use them.
can't use them.
No, no,
they the
no. I
champs.
said no.
Nope.
Under the champ. No, you can't
No
use
champs.
conference.
If I
No
can't use
conference champ.
them,
No, just no. You
then
can't.
I use give me San Antonio
Ooh,
and
I think they
Give me San Antonio and give me
You ain't shit, L.
Houston.
You ain't shit.
That's a good one.
Give me both Texas teams. No. I'll take that back. Let me get San Antonio, and if Kyrie comes back healthy, let me get Dallas.
I like that.
I said sleepers because Dallas ain't a damn sleeper.
Oh, Dallas a hell of a sleeper, yo. They
Yeah, no, that Dallas ain't no goddamn sleeper. They got the number 1 overall pick. Well, I can't talk. Well, let me rewind that because we in
cut that shit.
There you go.
I'm about to get
Two rookie in a row having asses talking about motherfuckers got a number 1 pick. That nigga, and he ain't getting ready to win fucking rookie of the year. So.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll take that back. I'm like, damn.
I called it.
I got both.
Remember, I called it. Cooper Flag will not be the rookie of the year. Remember, I said that.
All right. Well, obviously, my West is got to be San Antonio. I'm not.
Of course.
Come on, dog. San Antonio, and my West one. Wow.
Yeah. Not as easy as you think.
Yeah, it ain't easy.
Not as easy as you think. Especially on the West. Goodness gracious. The West is crazy.
You know what? I'm going to do something y'all didn't think I was going to do. Utah.
Jazz.
I'm going to throw Utah at you just for no reason. I'm going to be like, Utah. Eventually, it's got to happen.
Jazz.
And Danny Ainge is there, and I'm like, somehow or another, I'll throw Utah. My East is a whole nother story. East? Easy. Brooklyn Nets. They got too many goddamn picks. Something has to work out.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
And Detroit. Rock City, Detroit.
Detroit, definitely. Yeah. Man, salute to Kay Cunningham, man. Salute to Kay Cunningham. A lot of people talk real disparagingly about him when he came out of college. About he wasn't going to be able to adapt to the pro game. He wasn't ready. And he proving all of y'all wrong. So shut your mouth. Stop talking about that young man. Let him do his thing. And I like the afro. Do your thing. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Make it do what it do. As y'all can see, I'm in the dark. My phone is on 5%. We gotta get up out of here, man. Yeah, this has been super duper fun. This has been super duper fun. I love it when we be lit like this, yo. I love it when we lit like this. So, yo, make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend, man. Every Monday, we right here, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Nothing but real raw dogs, straight to the point sports. So no corporate tap dancing. We don't got no corporate sponsors to fucking appease. None of that. We say what the fuck we want. So just know you're gonna get it real over here, man. Salute to my guys over at Panther Politics, Monster Listen, P7. Of course, salute to the whole sound chamber, East and West. One love to Echo Limitless. Shout out to my people, Pretty Kings. Y'all already know what it is, man. Everybody that's in the potting for the sport of the fantasy league, I'll see y'all. You know, so I'll make sure to whoop y'all ass. I mean, to see y'all soon. And until next time, man.
Plug your goddamn phone in the fucking car charger. What the fuck?
Oh shit! Oh, I'm definitely gonna do that.
You ain't got a car charger?
I got a meeting I gotta get to anyway, nigga. I already went way past time. Y'all be easy, man. On Purpose Podcast. I know how we do.
Hey, you driving 5 minutes.
Oh, you ain't even say it this time.
I did say play the music.
Oh, I got you there. I'm gonna play the music.
Everything changed but the motivation. City to city, the same song on the station. Controlling the interest. Look how these kids dress, you cashing them.